Hi everybody, this is the solutions video for TWMM Investigation 3, Part EE3, Solve and Apply Linear Equations. This was Part 2 of the checkup. So the first problem we had was 2 is equal to W plus 9. This is a one-step equation with addition. How do I undo addition? I subtract. For you to get credit, you needed to show that you're subtracting the same thing from both sides. That's your balance. If I subtract a 9 from both sides, I end up with 2 minus 9 is negative 7, and W plus 9 minus 9 is W. Number 2, we are solving for S. We have 4S is equal to 16. This is a one-step equation with multiplication. How do I undo multiplication? Is I divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. This is me showing that balance. 4s divided by 4 is 1s, and 16 divided by 4 is 4. This was what was important, showing that balance. Number 3, we're solving for x. We have x over 6 is equal to 8. This is a one-step equation with division. So to undo the division, we're going to multiply by 6 on both sides. X over 6 times 6 is just 1x, and 8 times 6 is 48. Number 4, solve for x again. This time we have 70 is equal to negative 8x plus 38. This is a two-step equation. We have multiplication and we have addition. We need to undo the addition first. And again, I'm going to show that balance by subtracting on both sides of my equation. So I'm going to subtract that 38 from both sides, leaving me with 32 is equal to a negative 8x. A lot of people forgot to bring that negative sign down with their 8. You can't lose that. Now I have a one-step equation with multiplication. To undo multiplication, I'm going to divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by that negative 8. Again, I'm going to show that division on both sides. That's my balance. And 32 divided by negative 8 is negative 4. Negative 8x divided by negative 8 is 1x. You can just write it as an x. Number 5, we have 43 is equal to 20 plus z divided by 3. Again, two-step equation. We have addition and we have division. So we're going to undo the addition first by subtracting a 20 from both sides of my equal sign. And again, I'm going to show that, showing my balance. 43 minus 20 is 23, and 20 minus 20 is 0, bringing down just the z over 3. So now I have a one-step equation with division. I undo division by multiplying, and I'm going to multiply by 3 on both sides. And 23 times 3 is 69. And z divided by 3 times 3 is just 1z. The last problem we have, we're going to solve again for x. This time we have a three-step equation. It's 3 steps because we have a variable on each side of the equal sign. So we have to add one more step to our two-step problem to get all the variables on one side first. These are bags and coins, the same as last year. You have a bag, 8 bags, and 16 coins. And on this side, you have 4 bags and 8 coins. So we know all the bags on one side and all the coins on the other. So I'm going to start by getting rid of the x's on the left-hand side of my equal sign. If I subtract 4x from this side, I have to balance it by subtracting 4x on that side. Over here, I'm left with a positive 8. And on this side of the equal sign, 8 minus 4x is 4x. And I don't touch that 16 yet, so it just comes down as a 16. Now we have a two-step equation. We have addition and we have multiplication. We're going to get rid of our addition first by subtracting a 16 on both sides. Show that balance. And 8 minus 16 is a negative 8. 4x plus 16 minus 16 leaves you with just that 4x. And now we're down to a one-step equation with multiplication. So how would I undo multiplication? I would divide. I'm going to divide both sides by a positive 4. So negative 8 divided by 4 leaves me with negative 2. Again, any of these problems, if you want to check them to make sure that your math is right, plug that value that you found for x in for the x's in the original equation and see if you get a true statement. For this one, we would have 4 times negative 2, which is negative 8, plus 8. Negative 8 plus 8 is 0. Over here, we get 8 times negative 2, which is a negative 16. Negative 16 plus 16 is 0. So does 0 equal 0? Yes, it does. That means that that's a true statement and your answer is correct. If you have any questions before the retake, please let me know. And have a great night, and I will see you soon.